According to reports, Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels has withdrawn his name from consideration for the 49ers head coaching job. The report cited his unwillingness to uproot his family and move them across the country. B-Mac, do you like this decision? And do you think it was only about his family or maybe more so about the 49ers and not having much to work with?
I think it was a little bit about both, but more so with the 49ers and where that program is currently at in their stage of trying to be a rebuilding process. And also, you look at the 49ers, Clement, this will be 4 coaches in the last 4 years. So stability is something they're lacking. And I think McDaniels wants to go in a situation where the ownership, the brass, they will be patient with him in this process, because it's going to take a few years for this 49ers team to be relevant and to be a consistent competitor. Will they be patient enough, or whoever the new head coach will be remains to be seen. But based on what we saw in the past, since the Harbaugh days, they have been patient. That coach, whoever that coach has been, you look at the Tom Soodles of the world, the Chip Kellys of the world, they have been on a very, very short leash. And I think McDaniels is doing the right thing, because wait for the ideal job. He's already been a head coach before. So he's already tested those waters. He understands what it takes and what it means to be a head coach. So he's okay with just sitting this one out and just continuing to win ball games. Who knows? They have an opportunity of playing in another Super Bowl, playing in another AFC Championship game this weekend. They will continue to win in New England. His name will always be on the streets. When you look at conversations about who potentially could be a new head coaching candidate, his name will always surface.
If you had to guess, do you think McDaniels waits for another opportunity somewhere else? Or I've heard some chatter about him trying to be the kind of head coach in waiting there in New England, so for whenever Belichick decides to step aside. Do you think there's anything to that?
I think there's truth to both scenarios you just gave me. Waiting for the right job and also trying to wait out Bill Belichick. Now, the only issue with that, as a head coach, Bill Belichick, he seems to be in pretty good health, his condition. So I don't see him stepping aside anytime soon unless he has a health issue or he gets bored. I don't think either one will happen. So for McDaniel's standpoint, to understand if I'm trying to be the head coach and waiting, I have to know for sure if something was to happen to Bill Belichick via he stepped away, I need to make sure I am the guy.
Okay.
Right?
You don't want to wait it out
and then not be the guy.
True.
So that's a roll the dice scenario. But I think most importantly, he understands that San Francisco 49ers, they're basically a game or two away from being the Cleveland Browns of the NFL, based from the being positioned in the West. You know, a NFC West team, you look at the structure and how the rebuilding process is trying to happen and occur in Cleveland. San Francisco, they're basically the same thing. They have the same issues going on there with that organization.
McDaniels certainly in a good position with the Patriots as the offensive coordinator as they head to the AFC Championship game. Some reports have Kyle Shanahan, the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, being the target of the 49ers search right now. We'll see how it all plays out. 120 Sports will continue to keep you updated on this and all other sports stories in the NFL.